Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Welcome back to my lovely channel. Alright, so, oh god, I did this video so many different times that I'm about running out of anger because other stuff were popping up and I'm like, dang, I need to redo the video to include that because now I'm on a whole level of fucking angry. So, for people that want to know, yesterday I finally went to work and I spent 5 hours there. I stayed a little bit past my time because I wanted to get a couple of my videos done, which, by the way, I can do them at home. Unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of them done because I was so dead tired I couldn't even focus on it. But today when I wake up, later on today when I wake up, I will get several of them done and everything. So that's what I'm going to do. And everything. So what we'll probably do is I'm working from 4 to 7 and I'll probably stay maybe like 15-20 minutes past my time when I clock out to get a couple more of my videos done. Alright, with that lovely news out of the way, I came home yesterday afternoon, and I'm literally like, I'm dead tired. I eat something from work. I go to bed. I wake up at like 11:30 at night because I was dead tired. I'm still tired, but when I'm done this video and I upload it, I'll go to bed. And I watch my little airplane disaster thing, which people are like, why are you into that? Well, at least I'm not breaking the law. And then I go and I see something that really makes me do a double take. Really makes me do a double take about the bookish community as a whole, about the stuff that is going on, and I don't quite understand this. I don't want to understand this at all, because if I try to understand it, I'll probably go insane. We're talking about Sinners in Stardust, which took place in Boston. Oh, damn, Boston did not need this. I lived in Massachusetts, so, sorry, not Massachusetts. Yeah, Massachusetts. So I know the place they're talking about. And literally, what happened to those men at that convention should not be accepted, condoned, or rewarded in any way, shape, or form. You had people that were commenting on it about how crappy the experience actually was. And for people that don't know, the convention is supposed to be for dark fantasy, dark romantasy, stuff like that. Things that men that are not part of the dark romantasy world looks at and goes, those women are mentally depraved. This is indecency. This is, and yes, indecency is not protected by the First Amendment. That's why there's laws against indecency. Like, exposing yourself against the law. And so you had these women that were essentially like someone left her husband alone for a couple of minutes, which was the worst idea ever. And these women started like asking him inappropriate questions what the fuck? Why would you do that? Why would you do that to someone? Oh, because society won't consider that to be unacceptable. I'm sorry, but nowadays society is a lot more smaller than you think. And the thing is like looking under stalls while people are going to the bathroom, and I'm going to pretty much guess they went in the men's bathroom and did this. Just a thought that enters my mind when I'm thinking about these asshole bitches who, let's see here, committed sexual assault against a cosplayer, groped him, which is considered sexual assault, especially when he didn't ask for it, asking inappropriate questions to audiobook narrators, inappropriate questions to male authors. I'm going to guess because that seems to be the theme in that whole debacle. And then women who have never apologized for anything in their damn life does a shitty job in apologizing, and nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying it. No one's buying it. Why? Why did you think people would fucking buy it? What, because you're a woman? You're a woman? Mm-hmm. Fuck you. And, and it's like they're drunk. And they're doing this, and that's no excuse to doing it. But, And then, oh my Lord, could please, darling, I care about you so much, but did we really need to see those images? No, I did not need to see that. I did not need to see that. So, the big complaint that people have had against dark fantasy, dark romantasy, is that the women that ingest this type of content are depraved, that it does something to their brains, that it becomes a drug to these women. And after that particular thing, and after what has been reported by wives and by other authors and about these people and that people, is I'm going to guess how right they are. How right they are about what this does to women, how it messes with their brain cells. And then the poor guy that was groped and sexually assaulted by a bunch of drunken little heifers had a tag put in his pants so they could find him at his hotel room. So, you were going to leave. You were going to leave the hotel. Go out there in public where you're drunk. And you don't think the Boston Police Department is going to pick your little bitch ass up? Probably the reason that he did not have to worry about those women is they probably all ended up in jail. They probably all ended up in jail. Or in a gutter somewhere. Also, the thing about is these hotels, especially around convention centers, they will not allow unauthorized women in people's rooms, unless you're an idiot and think that that woman actually is his wife. So, yeah. And also think about is if you know that alcohol affects you in a certain way, why the hell are you drinking it? Why? But going back to, I did a video like this a couple months back where I talked about how bad romantasy is for women, and or especially dark fantasy is bad for women. And I think that my words have, I think I have personally vindicated myself on that theory. I think that my theory has been proven to be correct. That you go, okay, and you go to a dark fantasy, dark romantasy, spicy, smutty, all that stuff, and you're assaulting men, you're asking inappropriate questions to men that do not like you, have no idea who you are, they're happily married, you don't give a shit that they are. And then you go into, most likely, you go into men's bathroom, because there seems to be a theme going on here, as I said before, and you're looking under men's installs, probably see how, whatever. I'm not going to talk about it here, because nobody wants to hear that. And you're wondering why people, in general, with more than one brain cell, is looking at you like, this is why I don't read dark fantasy. This is why I don't read romantasy. I like romantasy every now and then. I'm definitely trying to read more high fantasy, but I do have a bunch of light romantasy books because I was on that free Kindle thing. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about this. Okay? One of the things that make you look nasty, is when you do nasty shit. When you do not care how you are perceived by the public. You don't care. You could give zero shits about how you look, because in this day and age, people can find out where you work and where you live, and you can lose your job. Plain simple. There are people that have lost their jobs for making comments about how they're glad that Hulk Hogan died. And that wasn't even close to what these bitches did over up there in Boston. It ain't close. That's that convention, that debauchery of a convention, that is telling people, yeah, these book talk girlies that write these very sexually explicit things on their own TikTok channel, we need to be concerned that they're not going to be going around and raping and molesting little teenage boys. And you guys were worrying about men doing shit to women when women, drunk as a skunk, came together and decided, hey, we're going to essay some people. Oh, and they use that excuse. They use that excuse that I just want to scream half the time. Because you're trying to apologize in a way that we know you don't actually mean it. We know that you don't actually mean it. And here's the thing is, it took place on the weekend. These women are so brain dead upstairs because of all that bullshit they've been reading. And do they even realize that there might have been children that came through? Because you're talking about Boston. You're talking about a giant airport. You're talking about people flying in from different parts of America and the world. 50-50 who they're going to have with them. Oh, they're going to have children. And then your insanity acts were captured on film for everybody to laugh about, because I just, I shake my head. I shake my head, because this is so stupid. This is something that just tells people that this stuff is porn. This stuff is corn. This stuff is inappropriate. This stuff should not even be allowed. So there's SA, there's I'm going to go and say attempted rape. There is stalking. There is intoxication. There is open sex toys. There is, this girl was like poking. Ugh. I literally was like, I'm gonna throw up. I am honestly going to fucking throw up. Because you think that this is socially acceptable to do this to other people. I don't find it acceptable at all. I find it gross. I find it disgusting. I find it just everything that I knew what to expect from the dark fantasy, dark romantasy community. And they congregate on Book Talk, and they feed each other's desire to break every damn law that you could possibly imagine. And they think that because they're a woman, that it's not illegal to do that to men, to do that to married men, to do that to audiobook narrators, to do that to authors, to do that to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that they want to do this to. It is unacceptable. It is bad. And it gives the federal government all the ammunition that they possibly could ever want to declare romantasy, romance books, all this stuff to be pornographic, to be obscene, and to be made illegal. And this is the thing. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why the books that I read when I was, 16. Yeah, I read Harlequin at 16. My mom was totally fine with that. Okay? Those books could easily be taken away and burned. But see, you go and think that you go and you have people that cannot tell the difference between fantasy and reality. They use these books to fulfill these sexual desires that nobody in their right mind would even think about wanting to do. And yes, there's a kink community, and even the members, even a couple people part of the kink community was saying, no. And it's like dark romantasy has become their kink, what they want to do to men, what they don't care if men don't want to do it, because they're a woman. Oh, I can get away with it. I can get away with breaking the law. I can get away with being publicly intoxicated. I can get away with stalking because I am a woman and I am exempt from the laws that society has forced men to follow. Because, oh, I'm the weak little girl. You have 8 glasses of champagne in your body. Your blood alcohol level is sky high, and you decide to do this to someone that did not even ask for it, that don't even know who you are. And then you're joined by your other 18 glasses of bubbly champagne, which, by the way, is not actual champagne because it didn't come from champagne. And you decide to give this man post-traumatic stress disorder. But you think it's funny. You think it's so fucking hilarious to do this to people. Go in the men's bathroom, because as I said, there's a theme going on here, so I don't need to guess that's exactly where they went. Go in the men's bathroom, and you're going on and on and on about how, nasty, dirty men are going to come in the women's bathroom and do nasty, dirty things to women, but you got a bunch of fucking 18 glasses of champagne intoxicated little bitches and fucking little hoes that go into a men's bathroom and want to see the size of a waka. That's why they do it. That's why, you know why little kids do it? Because they want to see something. I should know. I had a little boy do that years ago. I covered up. Trust me, he got his ass whooped. His mother. But that's the thing. That's the thing. There's a difference between that little boy and those drunk little hoes. And this just goes right into my brother's views about women. So take that back. This might be different for him. This might be different for him. But literally, this is, you go and you have this belief that these books harm women's brain cells. And after the bullshit at Sinners and Stardust, I never want to go to a book convention at all. And I'm not the only one. There are authors that are saying, I don't want to go to a book convention. I don't care how much my boss wants me to kiss my toes and call me Susie. No, not going to do it. Anyways, the whole thing reminds me that, this is why we cannot have nice things, because people ruin it for everyone else. Anyways, I'm ending it here because I'm dead tired and I want to go to bed. But, I gotta get something to drink. But anyways, I am going to end it here, and, if you guys want to know the update on my stuff, I'm almost done with chapter 7 of Royal Assassin, and I am about 77 pages away from finishing this book. So I should have this book read by tomorrow, and then I'll start on the long walk tomorrow. Alright, so I will see you guys next time. Bye.